A Tree Named Ganga is the story of a seed that grows into a majestic tree with everyone's love and support. One day she loses all her friends due to her arrogance. That is when she learns the greatest lesson of life. A Tree Named Ganga by Vikas Khanna, illustrated by Loki Muttu, published by Bloomsbury. A pigeon was flying with a seed in its beak. It flew through the mountains above the high peak. He dropped the seed in a valley where everything was new. The seed cried for its mother tree and the place where it grew. Soon it was dark, and the seed felt forlorn, scared and troubled and very alone. For the mother tree's branches and leaves she longed. With other seeds in the fruit was where she belonged. What happens next? The little seed wondered, and the other creatures watched her, and they too pondered. And then one day the shell cracked open wide, and out peeped the little shoot from inside. "Grow," she told her root, "grow, get longer." "Grow," she told her shoot, "grow, get stronger." An earthworm wiggled up and came to say hello, and scaring leaves turned to watch her grow. She grew and she grew till she broke through the ground, and she was happy to see the new world around. The gentle clouds blessed her in a shower of rain. "We name you Ganga, giver of life. May you heal all pain." All nature cheered as they watched her rise and reach from the earth to the vast blue skies. The bees told her, "Make your roots strong, for that's how great trees live so long." The owl told her stories till the night was deep, and watched over her when she was asleep. Her branches grew strong and her leaves unfurled. Birds cheeped, ants crawled, and worms uncurled. She seemed to reach the moon as she grew big, and her branches swelled with sweet clusters of fig. Life ebbed and flowed in every season, whether summer's heat or the time to freeze in. To all kinds of birds her branches were home. They always returned from wherever they did roam. In spring her branches were full of life, new buds, new birds, in harmony, no strife. "Why am I so generous?" Ganga thought one day. "Why should I care for all of them? I'll send them all away." She groaned and moaned and tossed everyone around. Many nests were broken, some fell to the ground. "Leave!" she thundered. "Be gone, you all! Leave alone my limbs. It's all mine. You can't live here. It depends on my whims. I feed you, house you, keep you safe. All the glory's mine. Get away, you parasites! It's I who make you shine." The birds and bees and all the bugs began to depart. Sadness filled the air and her branches cracked apart. At first Ganga was happy, but then she felt alone. In all the wide land no one could hear her moan. The birds were gone, the kids were gone, all around was sad. There was nothing left to delight or make Ganga glad. The bees that had been her friends came to see her state. They found her all alone, bewailing her sad fate. The pigeon that had borne the seed also came to say, "I brought you to link earth and sky, never thought I'd see the day. You drove away those who loved you, who relied on you to stay, safe and warm to build their homes, kids who'd come to play. The bees who carried pollen, the worms who aired your roots, the birds who sang to make flowers blossom or to ripen fruits. The travelers who sought your shelter, the ants who climbed your bark, they were all part of who you were, every child and bug and lark. All your joy and glory was their creation too. It's just not you who helped them, they helped to make you you. All your joy and majesty was the work of many hands. It's many people's love that made you famed in many lands. A tear from Ganga's parched soul dropped into the ground, and her roots began to soak up the water all around. Slowly the first leaves began to make the branches green. New birds and beasts began to come. Ganga felt serene. The seasons changed, the blossoms bloomed. Ganga felt at rest as rabbits built their little homes and birds began to nest. Her heart began to fill with joy as blossoms turned to fruit, and soon the eggs would hatch, baby birds would start to toot. Travelers rested beneath her shade and children came to play. Their voices filled the air with joy all throughout the day. Women came to pick her fruit to take away to sell. Thanks to Ganga's loving heart, they could now live well. Ganga was the greatest now, filled with might and splendor, for her branches nurtured many lives, and her heart was tender. There came a day the pigeon came to take away her seed, because all through our hungry land we many Gangas need. And the story never ends.
The end.
Vikas Khanna is the host of Masterchef India, award-winning Michelin star chef, author and filmmaker. Loki Muttu is an artist who draws inspiration from children and nature.
Click the link in the description to answer the fun quiz. Please like, share, comment and subscribe. Thank you.